Now let's start with a little bit of a discussion about why you wanted to install a solar-powered livestock watering system. I understand you've got 3 of them now.
Yes, we have 3, and I like them. I think they're way more reliable than the old windmills. We used to have some windmills on the place, and we've traded the windmills out for a solar operation, and there's a lot less maintenance, and I think they're, in a lot of ways, I believe they're more reliable, and in my case, they pump more water than the windmills that I had did. So.
Okay, now talking dollars and cents here, especially in a drought year, how do you feel that these solar-powered livestock watering systems impact production?
Well, I think they're expensive to put in, but the nice thing is once they're put in, you've got roughly 15 to 20 years of hardly any maintenance at all, other than the standard maintenance of just keeping it in good shape and whatnot. But so if you divide the cost of them into like 20 years, it really figures out to be a very cheap system.
Okay, now how about how it impacts weight gain on the ranch, and how it impacts the livestock, your cattle? We
especially in a drought year like this, we really like them, and because the less the cattle have to walk to water, the more weight they put on. And if a well goes down for whatever reason, generally you have another well in the vicinity where the cattle can still have some water, so you don't have to stop everything and go move your cattle right away.
I know that you're actively involved in the local conservation district. You're on the board, and you're a good steward of your range here. So how about some of the conservation benefits that you see with having more of these systems scattered across a Wyoming range?
Well, I think it's great. I think not only does it keep your cattle dispersed better, so you don't graze one spot on the pasture that they happen to be in closer than the others. Not only that, but it's a benefit for the wildlife, because if the cows don't have to walk as far to water, neither does the wildlife. And also we have a bird escape ramp, where if a bird does fall into it, they can go over to the ramp and get out.
So Jim, have there been any surprises since you've had these systems you have 3 of them, and you've had one for a while now, although this is a newer system. Any surprises you've had with these?
No, we haven't. They're basically maintenance free. The one that we've had for quite a few years got a direct hit from lightning and took the pump out.
So the panels kept working even after that lightning strike, so it was well grounded then?
Yeah, the panels never harmed never harmed the control box or anything. It just took the pump out, but other than that, that's the only thing it did.
If you had any problem with hail, because certainly know that we can get some hail here in Laramie, and you certainly get a good hailstorm throughout Wyoming. Yeah.
No, we haven't, and we went through some pretty good hailstorms here, and we haven't had any trouble with the panels at all from damage from the hail or whatnot.
Did you get any assistance in deciding to go down the path of solar here? Did you use any of the resources that were available around the state?
Well, I did. I'm under the CSP program with the NRCS.
What's the CSP program?
It's a conservation stewardship program.
Okay. And the NRCS, Natural Resource Conservation Service.
Yes, okay. Yes. And so I'm on that, and that was part of my plan, was to put in these solar pumps, and so they did the plans and whatnot, and then I had Arrowhead Pump Service put in the systems. But also being on the conservation district, and I believe most of the conservation districts around the state have a program. I'll speak about the Laramie Rivers Conservation District. We have a rural cost share program where we will pay 50% up to $5,000 for them. And there are other grants out there through the NRCS and whatnot, and through EQIP that they can work with these programs.
Unfortunately, with the drought that's going on right now, the Farm Service Agency is providing emergency assistance to help people get water, and they will put in these solar-powered livestock watering systems. And also an easy one, sometimes not so easy for ranchers, but especially for the small acreage owners, there's a 30% tax credit on these panels themselves and all the equipment that goes with it, everything but the pump. So there is some help out there to get it done. I thank you for your time that you spent here with the University of Wyoming Extension to describe your system, so I really appreciate it.
You bet.